minute time frame and patiently wait for the price to tap into the identified 15-minute time frame's demand zone, triggering a reversal and creating a new change of character on the 1-minute time frame. Here we have the 1-minute time frame on the screen. We see that the price was in a downtrend and had created a series of BOSs until it reached the 15-minute time frame's demand zone. After tapping into the demand zone, the price reversed its direction, subsided its bearish momentum, and then started to push upside with inefficiency. It created a change of character by breaking and closing above the most recent structure. Once the change of character is confirmed in the 1-minute time frame, our next course of action is to identify the order block generated by Chalk's wave in the 1-minute time frame. Subsequently, we place a buy limit order at the highest point of the zone, with a stop loss set a few pips below the lowest point of the area. As for the take profit, we set our target at the swing high of the current time frame. Now that we have placed our buy limit order, let's see how the market reacts and see if our trade setup plays out successfully. As you can see in the following, the price pushed to the downside, after mitigating our point of interest and also activating the buy limit order, reversed its direction, and moved upward. Now, let's consider a scenario where we missed the change of character entry, or we want to execute additional trades. As the price has shown a market structure shift, we are now looking to utilize the SMC continuation entry model to execute trades. Now, let's see what happens with the price action. As you can see, after mitigating the change of character's demand zone, the price rapidly pushed to the upside with significant inefficiency, creating two successive bullish break of structures. Additionally, the price broke out of this 1-minute time frame supply zone. Next, we identify the demand zone associated with the recent bullish wave. Also, price formed equal lows above this new demand zone, which is generated by the bullish break of structure. As we mentioned before, to execute a trade based on the SMC continuation entry model, there are 4 essential criteria to consider. The first rule is that the price must form a change of character, and as you can see here, the price has done that. The next criteria is that the price must break structures, and also break through supplies or demand zones, and yes, we can see it on the chart. The third rule emphasizes that the price should have left inefficiency behind when forming a break of structure. It's clear that we have it here. The fourth and last rule is that the price must form liquidity zones near the identified point of interest, which has already been met here. Now that all criteria have been met, we can go ahead and place a buy limit order at our identified point of interest, with the stop loss a few pips below our zone, and also with the half size of the order that I executed earlier from the change of character's demand zone. And for the take profit, I am going to target the swing high. Now that we have placed our buy limit order, let's see how the market reacts and see if our trade setup plays out successfully. As you can see in the following, the price pushed to the downside, swept the liquidity accumulated below double bottoms, and after mitigating our point of interest and also activating the buy limit order, reversed its direction and moved upward. Now, we can see that the price has created another bullish break of structure with inefficiency. It broke through these supply zones. Next, we identify the demand zone associated with the recent bullish wave. We can already identify a bullish dynamic trend line just above our point of interest, creating a substantial liquidity pool waiting to be swept. Once again, if all the criteria are met and we are allowed to execute another long position, there are additional rules to consider. Avoid executing more than 3 trades at the same time. For the second and third orders, it's advisable to use half the size of the first position that was executed earlier. Now, in the next step, I'm going to place a buy limit order at the highest point of this order block, and for the take profit, I am aiming the swing high. Now, we must monitor the market closely and let the trade unfold according to our analysis. Our buy order has been activated, and we are officially in the market. As anticipated, the price moved upside after the activation of our last buy limit order. Eventually, all of the 3 trades hit the take profit target.
If you're interested in automating your trades through the help of our advanced automated trading system and gaining over 70% to 83% daily, be sure to DM me on TikTok or Instagram for step-by-step guide on how to get started.